UK and Dutch partner on next-gen amphibious assault ships. A shared fleet of 8 assault ships will improve interoperability, replace aging platforms, and prepare both navies for drone-enabled warfare. This is from the Warzone website, so all credit to them. That's where I'm reading from. The United Kingdom and the Netherlands will jointly develop a new fleet of amphibious transport ships under a maritime partnership announced by the British government. Each country will operate 4 vessels, strengthening NATO's amphibious capabilities and improving the alliance's ability to respond rapidly to crises. Combining the UK's industrial expertise with the Netherlands' design and seafaring experience to deliver first-rate platforms for our elite amphibious forces, this partnership will strengthen NATO, UK Prime Minister Starmer said in a statement issued while he attended the NATO summit in Turkey recently. The new landing platform docks will be based on a Dutch design and will be built in British UK shipyards alongside Dutch industry, as part of a deal worth 2.4 billion euros, about 3.2 billion US dollars, covering the 4 ships for the UK Royal Navy and for the Royal Netherlands Navy. These are expected to enter service from the early 2030s. What the UK refers to as an amphibious transport ship program supersedes the previous multi-role strike ship, or MRSS program, which was judged too complex and not reflective of the future UK commando forces. The arrangement has some parallels with the recently announced program to build 5 Type 26 frigates for Norway, with the warships coming out of British shipyards. Although the final design has not been confirmed, Dutch shipbuilder Damen is widely expected to provide the design basis, likely drawing from its Enforcer amphibious ship family. The UK government says the vessels will be 525 feet long, or 160 meters long, so almost 600 feet long, and will have a displacement of 15,000 tons. Damen offers a total of 7 different Enforcer designs, ranging in displacement from 9,000 tons all the way up to 17,000 tons. It is unconfirmed if the vessels will be of the conventional LPD type layout as seen in many images that they provided, or if they will be of the through deck type, providing a longer flight deck for helicopter and drone operations. As well as transporting troops, vehicles, and equipment, the vessels will have flight decks designed to operate current and future long-range drones and autonomous systems. This is in line with the UK Royal Navy's shift to what it describes as a hybrid navy. For construction, it appears that the program will rely upon the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Nafadia UK, the owner of Harland and Wolff, shared the following statement: amphibious transport ships will be a vital component of Britain's sovereign naval defense capability going forward, as outlined in the Defense Investment Plan. They will enable troops to be deployed around the world and are a necessary replacement for the Albion-class assault ships. Now, after the UK officially decommissioned the HMS Ocean in 2018 and sold it to Brazil, the Royal Marines had to rely on the Royal Navy's 2 Albion-class LPDs. However, in 2024, the UK Ministry of Defence announced that both Albion and Bulwark would be withdrawn from service the following year. Since then, the Royal Marines have made use of the 3 Bay-class landing ship docks. The Royal Fleet Auxiliary, or RFA, a civilian mariner service akin to the U.S. military Sea Lift Command, operates these ships, which have more limited capabilities than the LPDs. At one point, the British were planning to procure up to 6 multi-role strike ships, or MRSS, to replace the 2 Albion-class, 3 Bay-class, and a single RFA Argus. Budget pressures reduced those ambitions, while the Royal Navy will now get 4 new assault ships, they will form something like a joint force with the same number of Dutch vessels. As for the Royal Netherlands Navy, it currently operates 2 Rotterdam-class LPDs and a single Caradorman-class multifunction support ship, also outfitted for amphibious operations. The new LPDs are expected to replace the Rotterdam class for the Dutch and Netherlands. Significant is the fact that the 8 new LPDs are involved, representing a considerable boost for the amphibious forces of both navies. These services already operate closely under the UK-Netherlands Amphibious Force, which dates back all the way to the Cold War. This partnership is not about just building ships, it is also about delivering long-term security for both the UK and the Netherlands, ensuring we are able to stay ahead of the threats of tomorrow, Prime Minister Starmer said. So UK Defense Secretary Dan Jarvis added, quote, "We are building an even stronger amphibious force with the Netherlands, strengthening our defense and deterrence as close NATO allies and JEF, or Joint Expeditionary Force, partners." So the commonality of LPDs will also see the Royal Navy and Royal Netherlands Navy increasingly train, deploy, and operate together, the UK government has confirmed. The drone aspect is also important, with the new LPDs being viewed as a way of accelerating industrial and military cooperation on unmanned, autonomous, and uncrewed technology. While the kinds of drones that will go aboard the vessels has not been disclosed yet, and are probably still a work in progress currently, it's clear that the LPDs fit in with the United Kingdom's vision for future warfare. The recently published Defense Investment Plan provides a budget of more than 5 billion euros, which is about 6.6 billion US dollars, over the course of 4 years just for drones and related capabilities. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed watching and learned something, please consider subscribing, especially if you are new. Be sure to ring the bell, that way you don't miss any video that I post in the future. Smash the like button. A thumbs up is greatly appreciated. It does help me out in the algorithm and pushes my videos to a new audience. Takes a few seconds, why not do it? Type a comment down below of what you think about the UK and Dutch partner on these next-gen amphibious assault ships. And like always, you've been watching Everything Weapons. Take a look at the older videos, guys, on my channel. Lots of content to binge watch. And until next time, I hope you have a decent week, and see you next time.